Right, good day to all my wonderful online viewers. Just to remind you, if this is your first time of watching this YouTube channel and you have not subscribed, it won't cost you money. Just press the subscribe button, strike the bell also for notification of other videos and other videos when they come on board, you'll be able to see them. Thank you for viewing. Let's continue watching this video. As the day progresses, let the acquisition of knowledge as well progress. So in a nutshell, we are continuing a series of videos on qualitative analysis. Watch, and as you watch, invite your friends to watch. If you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, press the subscription button. Press the bell also. If you have any question, drop it at the comment side. I will always be glad to attend to all your questions. Let us move on. Now, in our last series, we discussed that under text, we can use any letter. You can decide to use letter A, you can use letter Z, you can use letter K, you can use any letter to represent it. But what is this letter representing? It's representing a compound that has been dissolved. It's representing some elements inside a compound, and those are the things we want to test today. So if I just give you a sample and say, test for me what are the elements in this sample, and I say the elements are chemical elements, so you could do some of these tests. P plus sodium hydroxide in drops. You have dirty white precipitate. As soon as you hear the word or you see dirty white, you are talking about calcium ion. And when you add it in excess, it's insoluble. If it is insoluble, it is calcium. Now, W plus sodium hydroxide in drop. If you have pale blue precipitate, just let your mind be going to copper, Cu2 plus. Now, in excess, precipitate is insoluble. We are still talking about copper. See the full page. If you use sodium hydroxide in drops with a compound, with a sample. Now if you have dark green, it is ion 2. Dark green precipitate. Now if you now put it in excess and the precipitate turns brown, it is ion 2 that has changed or has oxidized to ion 3. Now take another example. B now is the element is the compound we are using to represent B. If you add sodium hydroxide plus any sample given to you and you have a reddish brown precipitate which is insoluble in excess, if it is reddish brown, we are talking about ion 3. C plus sodium hydroxide in drop and in excess. If it is brown or black precipitate, insoluble in excess, we are talking about silver. If you take a sample D plus sodium hydroxide and you heat it, and there is no precipitate or no visible reaction, if it is choking and irritating, the smell is choking or irritating, it turns red litmus blue, fills with a cup of concentrated ACl. We are talking about ammonia straight away. Now look at the characteristics. A sample plus sodium hydroxide in drop, no visible reaction. But when you apply heat, there is no precipitate, there is no visible reaction. But when you apply heat, you begin to perceive choking or irritating smell. And you now test it with litmus paper, it turns red litmus blue. And you now bring the cup of concentrated hydrochloric acid and it's now forming a dense white film. You should know you are talking about ammonia. So please learn this, learn it again. I'm talking to you. Learn it again. One more time, learn this again. And subscribe if you have not done that. Happy viewing.
Okay, we are going to have a little break now, and when we come back, we will continue the lesson. Stay watching.
Let's move on to using ammonia solution. Now look at it. The use of ammonia solution. Let us start using ammonia solution. Under text, we will still use the letters we use when dealing with sodium hydroxide solution. We still use the letters, so never mind the letters. Now, take note of this, just take note of this important thing. Note that you will always get your inference from observation. Just take note of that. Now, question. What ions, cations, are present in the following compounds? The compounds are just represented by K, P, W, A, B, C, and D. Hint. K is a compound containing Zn, Pb, or Al. You can attempt the test. Let's move on. Now, K plus ammonia solution in drops. You have white precipitate. In excess, precipitate becomes soluble. You can start talking of zinc is present. Zinc is present. Now, can you remember when we used K plus sodium hydroxide, we saw in excess that when the precipitate dissolved, we have zinc, we have lead, we have aluminum. But now that you are using ammonia, it's only zinc that is soluble in ammonia, because lead and aluminum are not soluble. That is why you have P plus ammonia solution in drop. You see why precipitate? In excess, the precipitates are insoluble. Then you see Pb2 plus or Al3 plus present. Now, W plus ammonia solution, when you have a pale blue precipitate in drops, then in excess, precipitate dissolves to give a deep blue solution. Then you can be talking about copper. Cu2 plus is present. Note, the deep solution is due to the formation of tetraamine copper 2 hydroxide. Learn this, learn it again, watch this video, make sure you write down something as we continue to watch.